All right. All right, shall we get started?
Yes.
So I think we can just, I guess we could start with the attendance. So we're starting late, 30 minutes late.
30 minutes?
No, 15 minutes late.
Oh, okay.
And this is Jay, Lucy, Alex.
Okay. I should link also this same spreadsheet. I think in the agenda. No, the setup.
What's the question?
No, the link for these notes, I have to paste it also here in the info tab.
Well, these are the notes, but you're supposed to paste them into the Ativity team doc, because this is like an Ativity team session, or so we can put that there, and then you can put it under the session notes, just so we have the session notes documented with all the other notes, you know?
Okay.
So depending on the team, you decide which project team or where you're going to put the notes.
Okay. Uh-huh.
All right, so let's go into check-ins.
Yes.
All right, I can start. I am a 2.25. I've been working on recruitment, doing the taxes. Been working on the equity report and other. Oh, and we also did the contentious session, right? Contentious session. Right. So I would also mention that I am willing to work during half pay stop because we're still on half pay stop and get the rest in back pay. Yes, check.
We have to do the statement also, right?
Well, it's just part of our policies.
Okay, so I go next. I'm doing 6. And I have been working also on recruitment. Ah, there we go. Yesterday we went through that. Let me take my notes. No, these are priorities. The tracking our spreadsheets. The pop verification is still recruitment. And I think, well, the other day we worked on the jurisdiction now, but I would like to mention so late. So I've been working on that.
All right, so you're going to Lucy?
Yes. 5.5. I've been working on team scheduling, reminders, and deadline updating, and yesterday on taxes.
In terms of the scheduling reminders, I would just let people know that, you know, there's no reason to do reminders if no one's going to schedule. So the current status is nobody has scheduled a single one-time session from all of those reminders. Have you seen anyone schedule a single session, Lucy?
No.
No. So I would just mention that to the team. Be like, okay, I've been doing reminders for almost a week now. Nobody has scheduled a single one-time session. So it's kind of the last warning if someone wants to schedule. Otherwise, there's like no reason to do the reminders if nobody cares. We'll just stay on half pay stop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can mention that to people that it's like spend time and pay people to do reminders if no one's going to do any scheduling, right? All right. Anyways, anything else, Lucy?
No.
Okay. Awesome. All right, let's go into our.
Also recruitment. I work last time with Alex on recruitment,
Okay,
even though it was not done right.
great. Cool. All right, so let's get into our topics.
One quick question. To schedule, we have to do it in the team schedule approved spreadsheet and also on the Discord.
No, you just communicate and schedule on Discord or during a session, and then you log your one-time session on the approved schedule under the tab that's for one-time session. So we have our regularly scheduled sessions. There's 12 regularly scheduled sessions, 6 in Andromeda per week and 6 in Cobalt per week.
Yeah.
And then we have the one-time session.
Good.
Which would not be part of our regular schedule.
Okay.
And that also brings up here that like Lucy wrote recruitment budget in Friday, Saturday, Sonic Hour 2. I don't know what this is, but that would be against policy to be changing things on the regular team schedule. So does anyone know what that is as far as like Friday, Saturday, Sonic Hour 2? It says recruitment budget Lucy.
We lost Lucy.
Okay, do you know what that is, Alex?
Oh, no, not really.
Okay.
Maybe she wanted to schedule something, but
yeah, so that's called availability. If you want to do the availability, that goes in the scheduling spreadsheet. But as far as the actual approved schedule, you can't just like write things in the approved schedule. It has to actually have agreement on it.
Okay.
Especially the team schedule. All right, so we're ready to get onto our focus?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's get on. Let's get it on.
All right, so. I feel like there was a couple topics that we discussed here that I put in the core team. So we had a TAY's back pay proposal.
Yes.
For $200. We have Remil proposal, temporary proposal. Check to see if there's any other messages here.
In general, praise said that maybe 1 in the morning that she was available at that moment. Very early. Worker coordination.
What is it?
That praise answer in the general channel.
Oh yeah. Wait, in the general channel. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay, praise says, thanks, I'm available now, or you can tell me when you're free so you can proceed. Okay, that was yesterday, the middle of the night. We are doing our main session now. We will be around for 3 to 5 hours today. Tomorrow or Saturday, Sunday works as well. Cool. All right. All right, so we have a Tay back pay proposal, Ramil temp proposal, Ignacio temp proposal, and I believe that is it. Anything else here? No, that's it. Cool. I didn't see anything else, and nobody else is present, so We can also work on more on the rankings.
Yes.
That definitely could be good. I forgot to mention that in the relationship to the budget that we do want to have like a new world budget, which would, we would have the overtime versus not overtime and everything.
Okay.
So that the rankings are fair, right?
Okay.
There's also obviously the real-time session policies, which we are making progress with.
Yeah.
And then we can just go into all of our other deadlines and priorities that we need to do.
Yeah, we have some of them by tomorrow. Very assertive. What's this? So let's go over to last night.
Oh, also, we always forget in terms of our leadership, organizing. So I feel like this is just, and this needs to include, schedule and responses and policy tracking, because it's a huge problem. So then we have the deadlines. Okay, so let's get all the deadlines. So we got the partnership taxes is done. That was completed, or at least the virtual envelope. So we have fortnight bills verification, management status report. Did the management status report get finished yet, or just started? Right. Started. Deadlines updated. Deadlines updating. All right. So these are the current half pay stops. These ones. Then we've got the all work plan, the all client plan, the equity report, all eval plan, worker involvement criteria, executive priority status for update, recruitment, quarterly goals, all of this other stuff, workers. And we have our monthly goals. So don't need to worry about that too much.
Okay.
Cool. So yes, lots of priorities to work on today. Is there anything else?
We can see. Well, you can check. We can check the voting form, or although we finished it last night. I sent the message to. I didn't find the channel zero recruitment support.
Yeah, that's in a different server, but it's not a big deal.
Oh,
I did it. I also had to redo the message because you didn't get the @recruit properly, but I did it.
Okay.
All right. Also, we're missing a break here. Let me make sure I turn on the rhythm, because otherwise we will miss all our break. Wait there. Cool. All right, so I think the best thing to do before we take a break, I would just say that we do the leadership, organizing. We do Ate, Remiel, Ignacio, and then do a view up. That's what I would recommend.
Okay.
Okay. Share agreement. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's the break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session. Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay. All right, and going back.
Yes.
Ready? All right. So we have agreement on our topics. We're going to go into leadership organizing. Ute, Ramiel, Ignacio, and then do view.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's go into topic 1 then. Leadership. So we have all of our priorities for our deadlines already. So I feel like that's kind of dealt with, although we still don't necessarily have who's doing what by when. For example, the Fortnite build verification, I don't know really who's working on that. Lucy, I don't know if you are planning on working on that or if you have the schedule for that.
Yes, I'm planning to work on that. I even send a text to Jennifer if she can, if we can schedule a work with her, or if there is a YouTube or any recording for that, I can just listen and do that alone, no problem.
I don't know if there is I mean, obviously we have recordings, but I went over it in detail with Jennifer, so there should be at least a voice recording for our session the other day when we did it.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
I can see if I can find it real quick. No, I can't really see anything. Oh, wait, here we go. Bills. Yeah, this is it right here. Set up. So yeah, this looks like there's a YouTube recording here for this one, and it's topic 1. We went over the bills. So we go, this is part of our organizing. So we go into the bills responsibility organizing. This would be Fortnite bills. And then I could add in here, oh yeah, video training link right there. So if you just ask for the Fortnite bills verification responsibly organizing link, on line 41, there is a video training already.
Okay, thank you. I'll check on that.
Okay, let me know if you need any more details on that one. So anyway, so we have Lucy. I'd still leave that orange though. Management status report. I mean, this doesn't look like it's moving forward either. I don't know who's working on this. I know Alex and Mooney worked on it, but then it seems to have stopped. Like nothing's happening, right?
I will take it again.
You will what?
I will take it again.
What does that mean?
I will work on it in order to move forward. Maybe I will ask my moon so we can get it moving.
Okay. And I really just don't care if you have to send out 20 messages on Discord asking every single individual status update, right? What I do care is that no one does anything and everyone just sits around and waiting for other people to do something, right? That's what's outrageous.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna take on the work, you just do it however you possibly can. If that includes sending out 20 separate messages.
Pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
You know, because if you go to this management status report, it tells you who's working on each thing, right? So you can just add, send a message to each of the people who are working on it, and you could say, hey, the people who are working on
This topic.
assets or whatever, what is the current status of that? The people who are working on the pipeline, what is the current status of that? I don't know, whatever it is, okay?
Okay.
All right, deadlines updating Mamoon Lucy.
Yes, I work on that.
You did work on it?
Yes, even today I update. Yesterday.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So maybe that could be a priority topic that we go over if there's something to review. Do you think we have something to review for that?
Yes, I think like you have removed the taxes. Maybe I will update on the remain.
No, there's nothing to remove. When you're doing the deadlines updating, you're updating the actual deadlines. There's nothing being removed. It's an update of the deadlines.
Okay.
I removed the leadership organizing spreadsheet. This is not deadlines updating is not the leadership organizing. They're totally separate things. Anyways, we can prioritize that if we want to. Okay. So quickly going over the other priorities. We're doing the leadership work coordination now.
Yes.
And I'm certainly helping with that because no one else is doing it. Team scheduling. Lucy, we already went over that, what needs to happen, right? So just make sure people know that it's like pointless to be updating if no one's going to schedule, and we're just going to be staying on half pay stop for a long time if no one's going to schedule. Like the only way we're going to get off half pay stop, like the plan to get off half pay stop was to schedule 16 sessions. And originally it would have been 20 sessions and we would never have gotten on half pay stop. We could have got all the work done, but we didn't schedule any sessions. Instead, we just did no scheduling at all. And so now we're on half pay stop. We're going to continue to be on half pay stop because work doesn't get done, right?
Yeah.
All right, main sessions happening, payrolls. I don't know what the current status on payrolls is, but
time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, quick stretch. All right. So then tomorrow we have ACU open sessions. So Alex, are you planning on coming to that?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. Well, I have to ask because I mean, look at like there's hardly anyone here, which we're going to talk about next. Life support session is
Yes.
tomorrow after ACU, so I don't know what the status on that is, but I don't know if that's necessarily a priority. I would actually put that down here, whether or not that's really a priority. And either way, not sure quite the status going on that because no one's really doing much or doing any reminders. Invoicing. Lucy, you said you're interested in invoicing, so that's very important.
Yeah.
And ACU coordination. This is still an ongoing problem for the ACU coordination. Cool. All right, so I think that's it for our step one. So if we go here, the responsible organizing, we have the review and the verified deadlines. We did that. Knowing who's doing what by when. We have a little bit started on that, but obviously it's hard when no one's here to really go over everything. But at least we know what we're doing. So now we need to go over the schedule and the policy tracking for those people not showing up. So let's just do today. So if I go into Activity team over here, and I think there was a reminder. There we go. Core team main session. Today. It says on time. So on time was supposed to be myself, Alberto, Mamoon, Evrice, and
I also.
And Lucy, yes. So
Time
then
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
okay, so then we have on leave, we have Mel, but Mel's really not on leave anymore. Mel is actually back, right? She mentioned that she was back. And then, but we do have Ate took leave, right? So then we have within first hour, Eileen. Oh, also, and then there would be not attending. Not attending. Whoops, not attending. So we know that Jennifer said that she was not going to attend. So that was good. Also, Ate did check in and said, that she wouldn't be attending. So obviously, people who are on leave are not attending.
Okay.
But the within the first hour, it was Eileen, Jennifer is a no. And then Alex, you're here.
Yes.
So let us know. Cool. All right. So Eileen said that she would be here. That's so weird. Because Eileen is
I think I read that Eileen will be here on Monday.
On Monday.
I don't know. I think. Maybe I'm very wrong.
I don't know. Let's not think things. I don't want to hear more thinking about things. I want things to be verified.
Yes.
What?
I'm going Eileen.
People are always saying they think things. It doesn't help at all. God. Anyway, so yeah, it's just like I could say a million things that I think, and does it help? No. It's not going to help anything, right? Because
All right. No. I'm confusing Eileen with.
Jennifer?
Let me see. No, I'm not sure now. Let me verify. During. Okay, 7, 12. Okay, I remember it said, I'm back from LA. Yesterday. And she said, no, I confused.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
No. I totally got it confused. I verified now. Yes. Her last message was on September 3rd.
It's a long, long time ago. So, I mean, for me, the proposal is to deactivate Eileen. Proposal to deactivate Eileen for not communicating. So communication is required to work. You can't just disappear and continue to work. So are there any questions about the proposal?
Just one. How much time does it take for this action to be required, maybe.
What's the
She,
question? How long does it take for what? What was it?
yeah, for this action to take to be done. I mean, if I don't communicate for I don't know, maybe 5 days or 10 days, I do get to be deactivated.
I mean, I think it kind of depends on your involvement. So someone who's only involved like 5 hours a week and they just come once a week and they just take on one responsibility and they do their task or their responsibility every week. Like no one's required to come 7 days a week, right? So
Okay.
if someone disappears with their one responsibility and we don't notice for a week, and then 2 weeks later we're like, I wonder what happened to them. It might take many weeks, if not a month, right? If someone's coming every single day and they're like the deputy and they have responsibilities that they're supposed to be dealing with every single day, if not multiple times a day, someone could be deactivated as a deputy within a couple days,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So it really depends on your role and
Okay.
what your how dependent the organization is on you, right? So, and remember, deactivation is not anything particularly intense. It's basically you're not communicating, you're not working, you're not tracking hours, obviously. So basically, instead of pretending like you're meeting your role, we deactivate you, but it doesn't remove you from the budget. That removing
Okay.
someone from the budget can only happen on a vote of the HR board. So
Okay.
deactivation means that you just are
Time
no
to pause.
longer.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
That you're no longer an active worker. Also, within our budget, we can also hire people in the budget as non-active, right? That they're not active. And then we can activate them at any time. Like, so let's say we hire 10 people and half of them are not active and the other half we give a try. And then 3 of the people work out great, but then 2 of the people just don't do the work. And we're like, okay, deactivated. And then we just automatically activate the next 2 people. We don't have to reapprove the budget to activate 2 more people, right? So being not active, it does not mean you're not in the budget. You're still in the budget, and we can reactivate you immediately when you come back. But typically that requires the leadership to again basically reactivate you. It's not like you just automatically come back as if nothing happened. You see the difference?
See. Yep, I see. Thanks.
So the answer, so how long does it take to be deactivated? And the answer is depends on role, but let's say 3 to 15 days, I think, is a good range. And then this does not remove you from the budget, can easily reactivate someone without budget approval, right?
Right. Good.
Any other questions?
Not at this moment.
All right, any concerns?
No concerns.
Lucy?
No concern.
Any objections?
No objections.
All right, so it looks like we have consensus. So let's put that in our decisions, and then I'll show you what that looks like as far as deactivating someone. So I go to the decisions and put that there. Oh. And then I would just go to Eileen. Where is Eileen? Eileen here. Eileen. And then currently Eileen is a activity worker, right? An active worker, and we would just remove all of their worker. And they're not a manager no more. They're no longer on the NRT team. And so now the NRT position is vacant and we would want to fill it. But we can't put them under inactive. So inactive and
Time
inactive.
to take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
So now that Eileen's been deactivated, she can would no longer communicate as a worker on the Discord channels. So if she comes back, she has to communicate as a recruit, or she can communicate in the inactive channel. Okay.
I see.
Okay.
And then once she comes back, she can communicate with us and tell us what's going on and what her status is, and then we can reactivate her. But we don't reactivate people without communication, right? Whereas if we never deactivated you, you would just come back as if nothing happened, like you were on leave or whatever. But when you're deactivated, it's like you have to check in with leadership before you can just work after disappearing, right? You understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool. All right, so let's take a break.
Okay.
A 5-minute break or show. And then when we come back, I wanted to go through the responses spreadsheet, and also I'm gonna do some policy tracking for Alberto, Mamoon, and Evrice. Obviously, are not here, so they have to do policy tracking. I probably would escalate that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, anyone ready?
Yes.
Yes, ready.
Okay. So let's just review our responses quickly. So this is for the core team main session. So it looks like we've already gone through all of these. I'm going to cross these out. So here we are, core team session on time. So Mel did not respond. Joyce is on leave. Tay was going to be on time, but ended up being on leave. Alberto is going to be all team. Eileen did not respond, and so we deactivated. Deactivated. And then I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of all these because it is just gets in the way. I'll put it down here though, so you don't lose the information. Then we have Ev writes on time, Mamoon on time. Jennifer is not responding. So, but Jennifer did say that she's not going to attend this particular session, right? So, not attending, right? I think that's correct. We have the list right here. Not attending it. So that is fine. But then we need to remind Jennifer to do responses. Also, Alex, you're not doing responses either. Lucy, it looks like you got started with your responses. So let's get this a little more closer together. Looks pretty good. So do you have any questions, Alex, about responding?
Yeah.
What's your question?
What I didn't understand that I don't have my responses. So what should I respond to me?
Your responses are either early, on time, within the first hour, not attending, or it'll say if you're not invited to the session.
But for this session, when Mamoon asked, I did answer.
Correct. You did answer, so you're not going to get any policy tracking. I believe you said you're going to be within the first hour, right?
If I'm correct, I said I was going to be on time.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close
Yes.
your eyes. Count 1, 2,
Oh, yeah, on
3,
time.
4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay. Anyways, that's fine. So we're going to do on time. But the point is that, well, I mean, if you did on time, you still need to do policy tracking because technically you were late. But anyways, don't worry about that. We're here is fine. We'll talk about that in the real-time session policies. But the point is that you can do, you're expected to do your responses for a couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
The idea like is it's just not professional to schedule a day in advance. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like you need to be scheduling
yes.
weeks in advance to understand a professional schedule, right?
Yeah.
And as a team, we need to make sure all of these sessions happen. There's also additional sessions that are supposed to happen as well.
Okay. Good.
Cool. So Mel, we need to remind Mel to do responses. When Joyce gets back, Joyce will need to do responses, and then we need to remind Jennifer to do responses. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll just do that in Activity teams. So again, this is basically, I can't remember who's responsible for doing responses, but this should not be me doing this, right? Other people should be doing all of this work. So Mel, Jennifer, and Alex. And then Lucy, you've done like a week. You could continue. That would be
okay. Yeah.
You're able to please update your responses for our main sessions. All right. Cool. So I think that is it for now for this session. And then also we can put a line through this one because this one happened. And then we can see tomorrow we have ACU. Life support, I just don't understand this life support session. Let's check out the life support main sheet real quick. Life support Alliance main sheet. Schedule. Full moon, Gregorian, September 8th, September 14th. Okay, so new moon September 14th is life support. So tomorrow is life support. Although it's Cobalt Hour
Time for breath.
3.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
All right, so basically tomorrow we have our new moon session. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we go, I believe tomorrow we go on upfront pay stop as well, if we don't finish all of the work, which is why we're talking about all these things. All right, so I think we are good on the responses. Any questions on the responses?
Yeah, yes. So I should take my time to fill in this table
Yeah, for
on
your
the
name.
active. Okay. But
It's just your responses. This is just you telling the team when you're going to be showing up for work.
good.
For the main session. So you have there's two schedules. There is the work buddy team schedule, which is the
Yes.
12 sessions per week, and then the other schedule is the main sessions schedule.
Okay.
Also, I have a question, Jay. What should I like schedule if I want to work individually if no one is showing up? Should I
Well,
have to
if
schedule
you have a
first?
self-driven
Get up.
responsibility, then you can work whenever you want to and you can get the work done. So if you want to try to get the work done, that's up to you. I mean, we are on mini half pay stops. We're going on upfront pay stop very soon. So anybody trying to get the work done is important, but you do need to try to schedule if you want to prioritize actually completing the work if you can't do it yourself. And that's what its self-driven responsibility is, right? So what you can't do is you can't ask for permission to do work. That would be against policy.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like
Yes.
you're paid to do the work. So it's like do the work, schedule, ask the whole team, hey, I want to work on this. Who's available? Are you available now? If not, I'm going to try to work on it my own. Like nobody needs to give you permission to do work. If you want permission to do work, this is not the right place for you.
Okay.
Right? Like it's against policy. Like, oh, is it okay if I work on this? Half an hour policy tracking. Right? Because it's like that's asking permission to do work. It's like we didn't hire you to not work. Nobody's here hired to sit here and not work.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
All right. I think we're good on this topic.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Cool. So let's go on to the next topic, which is Ate. So for Ate, Ate has a proposal for $200 back pay. So we take back pay proposals very seriously because they affect the budget. We just did a back pay proposal for Joyce for $600 because it was some sort of, I don't know, everyone wanted to give Joyce $600 and we approved it. So if we approve Ate for $200, that would be $800. And that $800 must come out of our budget. So we currently have $4,500 per month for the HR budget, right? And we want to spend $800 to give back pay. Then that would be $4,500 minus 800 would leave $3,700 in the budget. So then we just have to fire anyone who doesn't fit, or get a loan agreement for whatever amount that we are over the budget based on our income. That make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I definitely agree that $200 is significantly less money than $600, but it's really, we're approving $800 because it all needs to go in this particular budget. So I guess the options here. So option one would be to build the proposal and vote on it now. So this requires us to know how much Ate has already received in back pay, benefits, and other other additional costs for the team, right? We also want to know her monthly pay rate, and other minimum criteria for the
Time to stretch.
proposal.
Please stop,
Right,
stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right. So as I said, option one is build a proposal now, which means we have to meet the minimum criteria. I feel like we could use better responsibility organizing for this. Need better responsibility organizing. So, but I don't necessarily feel like I should do this. I feel like other people should be able to do it. I mean, I probably could do it, but it would take a while. So I would say this would probably take us, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. And then option two would be to just postpone until other workers step up and take on the back pay proposal responsibility. So I personally just don't feel like I don't feel comfortable just doing this without voting on it, because it's not my responsibility. I should not be the one who has to do the work to pay Ate extra money to not do additional work. Does that make sense?
Yes, it
So
makes sense.
Ate's not here asking for the money. Alberto's not here to do it. Joyce isn't here to do it. No one seems to want to do this. I don't know if either of you know how to do a back pay proposal. So for me, obviously, in terms of these options, we have option one is just do it now. If either of you wanted to learn how to do this and really wanted to push me to do it and we'd have to do a whole training and the whole thing. But there's no point for me just to do it. It would need to be a training. I might be willing to do that, but for me, I'm more inclined to just say like, look, Ate, you're not here. No one's here. No one did the proposal criteria. There's no criteria met, so therefore we can't approve it and it gets postponed automatically.
I agree with that also.
So this is basically basically,
Time to pause.
currently,
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
yeah. So currently, the proposal doesn't meet minimum criteria, so it would get postponed. All right. So it looks like we're in agreement to just postpone Atay's proposal. So I would just go ahead and inform Atay of that at Atay. Your back pay proposal did not meet minimum criteria in the group. Minimum criteria for voting, in the group, as no one on the team has taken up the responsibility to set up and meet the minimum criteria. Therefore, the group voted to postpone the vote until someone sets up the proposal for your back pay correctly by meeting criteria. All right. Done with topic 2. So let's go on to topic 3. Romeo.
Yes.
Topic 3. Romeo. So Romeo is the person from Jamaica who, as far as I know, we have denied the ability to, oh boy, can't find it. Where is it? Core team. To do their intake form. So this would be the third proposal, but it looks like Romeo is listening to the team. So the first proposal was $8 an hour, 960 hours per month for 30 hours per week, and it did not pass by 5.57. The second proposal was $8 an hour, $672 a month for 21 hours per week, and this also didn't pass. So the third proposal that you're going to vote on now is $6 an hour.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
So we would expect that overall value to go down a bit. So it'd be 3 times 6 is going to be $18. 6 times 6 is $36. So we're expecting this to cost between $18 and $36 total to complete the recruitment process. And this is the third proposal. So this is a budget change that goes all the way to December, January. And this would be policy tracking. So we vote on this. We are doing policy tracking. And then that's questions. Okay. So obviously, if we vote yes on this, we have to do policy tracking. So Alex, it looks like you voted 6 last time. Questions on the proposal? So you can see the previous votes. You can see the new proposal, and we're looking for questions.
I think I have no questions.
Okay, no questions. Lucy, any questions? So as far as concerns go, I mean, obviously it's always a concern to break policies, but we break policies constantly, all the time, every single day. It's always better to break policies on purpose for a reason, like treating someone like a human being and giving them a chance.
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
Why would this be break a policy or a policy break?
Okay, so under our policies, you can only change your budget with the deadline being the full moon, and then that takes effect 6 weeks later. So our policy is that to change your budget, update budget before the full moon takes effect 6 weeks later. So any budget change that takes effect.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Any budget change that takes effect before the 6 weeks is considered a preemptive budget change. Preemptive budget change, which is against policy by definition. So we can approve someone for preemptive budget changes. We've done it many times before. I'm sure we'll do it again in the future. But it's still against policy. We're breaking policy. And to change it in the budget, the only group that can change it in the budget is the HR board. Right? So our policies are basically for a temporary hire for basically recruitment purposes. We can the team can break policy temporarily to allow someone to complete recruitment process. But for the final budget vote, only the HR board can approve a preemptive budget change. And even when the HR board does that, it's still against policy, and the HR board has to do policy tracking as well. So basically, in order to do a preemptive budget change, we as the team can't vote on it. We're not allowed to change anyone's pop. Only the HR board can vote on make that change, and it's still against policy for them to do that. But they have the power to do that where we don't even have that power. Only the HR board can do preemptive budget changes on POPs, but we have the power to do a preemptive budget change for a temporary proposal. This is only $18 to $36, very small amount of money, and it would just allow the person to complete the recruitment process. So they went from $8 and $9.60 down to $6 and $5.04. Okay.
Okay.
But if we want to hire them after the recruitment process, it would need to go to the HR board. Right? So why is it against policy? Because it is a preemptive budget change and would have to go to the HR board if we want to hire them after the recruitment process. Okay, does that make sense? So after we hire them in the recruitment process, they can't start working unless we hire them at $8 an hour. So if we hire them at $8 an hour.
Take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
So as a team, we have the power to hire them for $8 an hour for $960 a month after the recruitment process is over, but we can complete the recruitment process at $6 an hour, $504 a month, right? For $1,836. And this is just the recruitment process for them to create their POP. So we're paying them to do their POP and to finish the recruitment process. But if we want to hire them beyond that, the HR board has to vote and break policy along with us. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any other questions or concerns about temporarily hiring Romiel to finish the recruitment process from Orkana? And this is going to be for $6 per hour.
No questions.
All right, so let's any other concerns besides the policy tracking? So I'm going to vote a 7.5, and I am going to break policy. Policy tracking 0.25 hours.
With 7, do I have to do policy tracking?
Yes, you would have to vote under a 6.5 in order to not do policy tracking.
Okay.
Anyone with 6.5 and above is considered a yes vote. So basically anyone voting yes has to do policy tracking on this proposal. So I would go into the worker org policy tracking and say voting on temp proposal for Romeo recruitment from work on the preemptive budget change, 0.25 hours.
I take my responsibility, and I also pay my policy tracking share.
Awesome. All right, so this passes. That is exciting. So I can go ahead and accept the bid. Now let's also put this into the decisions channel. And then we can invite them right now to the main session. Who knows? Maybe they'll jump on. Huh. This is unfortunate. Whatever. Payment method. It was successful. The project. And then we also want to change their pay rate. Edit contract. We've had this happen. So right now it says 15 hours a week. We change this to 1 hour a week, and we'll go to 601. Maybe we could do 6. Does that work? 1 hour a week. Total required per week. Cool. So we've had people that had like 30 hours a week, and they charge us like hundreds and hundreds of dollars without doing any work, and they just get paid automatically on Workana. So we make it so they can only get paid 1 hour a week, even though they obviously get much more than that. All right, so it doesn't look like they are on. Your new proposal passed. So we can let them know how it passed, because that is always exciting to see the actual votes. And then you can start tracking your hours immediately. Tracking your hours for pay. Also track your hours from before for equity tokens. And then we want to mention that on the contract, we changed it to 1 hour per week because people logged tons of hours in the past, and we do our payroll separately, and we'll pay you through Workana on the, what's it called? It's like the direct payment method. So yeah, for now you will be tracking your hours on your public online personnel profile. All right, then finally, we just need to send them the link to the, I think we just, yeah, we set them, let's give them the whole introduction, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Let's give them right here, just right here to the portal. Go through the introduction. So here's the link to the FQN recruitment portal where you can finish your recruitment process.
So when you say those 3 to 6 hours for recruitment process, is filling all the FQN portal forms.
Yeah, they're going to get paid to do the recruitment process just like you. You got paid to do the recruitment process too. So your hours tracking started in relationship to your Workana contract when we approved you to complete the recruitment process.
Ah.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, does.
Yeah.
Maybe you could.
Break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
He's not on Discord, so you can send him the link for the channel, right?
No, I'll just let him go through the communications, and it's the first thing under communications. Yeah, give him a challenge.
All right. Yeah. Let's give him a chance to read.
Give him a chance. If they're not able to do that, we'll go back and try to make it happen. But we want people who are able to do the minimal reading.
Yeah. Yeah.
And make
No.
sure
Totally.
they're getting on the correct channels. All right. Cool. All right. So we are done with this topic. Any questions about Romeo?
No.
All right. So let's go ahead and take a break. We're going to do a 5-minute break. And when we come back, we'll go to topic for Ignacio.
Okay. Break.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes. 1 for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause, inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
All right. Anyone ready?
Back from the break.
Yeah.
Who's calling?
Are you back or what's going on? I don't think they actually meet. So we can help them though. You got anyone back or not?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Great. So let's go through this. So we're proposing, Ignacio, so we're going to be doing the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for number 1, they're asking for $15 per hour. They say they're flexible, but it's like, that's what they asked for. They are in Israel. I do not know which city, where they live. Well, they did say 10 per hour sounds okay, but then they put $15 in their proposal anyways, which is their decision. And it's translated. Oh no, they're in Argentina. Okay, so this is Argentina. We don't know where in Argentina, so we can estimate. So so $50 an hour, Argentina.
Time
So
to
if I go
pause.
to
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So we go to Argentina. We just basically look for one of the cities that is, whoops, lower in cost. Where are the cities? Here we go, cities. So we have 603, 634, 596, 569, 550, 439, 439, 415. All right, that'll do. All right, so $415 per month. Recruitment process, so $15 an hour times, wait, how many hours per week did they say they wanted to work? Let me see that. Let's see. Does it say they do full time or what is it? It doesn't, it's not clear. Okay. All right. So
The paragraph you pasted, it doesn't say.
yeah, I don't know if we can actually vote on this. So so for free recruitment process for question mark hours per week, question mark hours per money per month. And then says their token address. They did give us their token address, so that's pretty cool. We can give them tokens. And also this brings us to the, our tracking. We always try to track all the new people for their tokens. List for equity. So we have Romiel. We've got Ignacio. All right, so this looks good. Communicate the email. This is my token address. Please tell me the email Discord so I can contact you. Okay. So email, Discord, ID sessions, 36 hours. So $15 and that's gonna be $45 to
90.
$90 for doing the thing. All right, so please update your proposal. For item 3, we need, whoops, it's not working. Okay. For item 3, we need clarity on the number of hours per week.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Cool. All right. So I think that's it for Ignacio. So I thought the proposal was ready, but it wasn't. So quick stretch.
May I check in, Jay?
Oh, like it's Mamoon.
Yeah, sorry, Jay.
Well, let's just finish the topic real quick. Are there any other questions on Ignacio? Otherwise, we are done with this topic.
No questions.
All right. So we're going to go back to the focus and desired outcomes and do a view up. But first, let's let Mamoon check in. Mamoon?
Okay, I'm at 3.5. Been working on deadlines and payrolls. Check.
Cool. All right, focus desired outcomes. So we could talk about deadlines. Did you do your policy tracking, Mamoon?
Oh, sorry. 0.5, right?
Yes.
For late.
For not showing up. You're over an hour late.
Yeah, I'm over an hour.
So we don't really consider being 2 hours late showing up. Like it's good that you're late, but you're in order to be here, you need to be here within the first hour. Otherwise,
honestly, yeah, I know, Jay. Honestly, Jay, I have fever from
well, you
2
don't need to
days.
be here. You're not required to be here. You should take care of yourself, and if you're not feeling well, just let us know. Just be like, look, well, you can even take leave. You can even take paid leave. You can get paid to sit in bed and take care of yourself if you want.
But Jay, yeah, I thought it was very important for us, so I just wake up and it's okay. It's okay.
All right. Well, I mean, you can make your own decisions. You're an adult. You have control of your own decisions, your own body. If you want to be here, you are welcome to be here, but you're not required to be here. What you are required to do is just to respond and communicate with the team. If you can't make it, you tell us you can't make it.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you for the consideration.
Yes. So you can always tell us that you can't make it, but feeling sick is not an excuse to tell us you're going to be somewhere and then not show up and then not be on time when you said you're going to be on time. So if you're not going to be on time, you just let us know. It's like, oh, I'm sick. I can't make it. I need to go take care of myself. That's fine. But you can't just not show up. That's policy tracking. So just 0.5 hours. All right.
Yeah. I'm doing it.
Cool.
Thank you.
And again, if you need to take leave, just let us know, and then let us know when you want to check in. Like you want to take a leave for 1 day, that's perfectly fine.
No. Jay, the problem is, 2 of our key people is right now is in leave, so
Mm.
I don't want to take leave right now, so I will take maybe some leave when they come back.
All right. So it looks like Ignacio is communicating a little bit here. They said something about that they updated the proposal. I don't really understand what they updated. It says 6 hours per requested. I just don't know what that means per se. So also please confirm hours per week you are interested in working again. And everyone agrees that $15 an hour is pretty high, right?
I agree with that.
Again, $15 per hour is very high. So if we could have voted on your proposal, it probably would not pass. Okay. Okay, so next topic. So we could talk about the rankings. We could talk about the deadlines. We could break up into buddy teams. Buddy team breakouts. Since there are now 4 of us, so we actually could have 2 buddy teams working on 2 separate priorities. We can work on real-time session policies, also a possibility. We have Fortnite bills. We've got management status report, deadlines updating.
Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause, inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
The all client plan, the equity, the all eval plan, worker involvement criteria. So I don't know. Let's put a couple options. I would say other options are option one. I would say option one is to continue main session as a double team for people, right?
Yes.
Option number 2, we can break up into 2 buddy teams and get focused on work. So obviously the work priorities, I mean, rankings, real-time session policies, deadlines, taxes, right? All of these are priorities that we can be working on within the buddy teams. And then we can work out who would be in which buddy team. Option number 2B would be to, break up into buddy teams or stay as double team, but do silent work where each of us is working on separate responsibilities. So this would be basically 2 responsibilities. And this could be up to 4 responsibilities. And then this would obviously be 1 responsibility. So anyways, as far as option 1, 2, and 3, we'll just call it 3 instead of 2B. But basically in terms of 1, 2, and 3, it's just a matter of how many different types of work are we going to do. We know we have a ton of deadlines. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's like 14 different things that we need to work on, right? Recruitment, we can prioritize that as well. So I have no doubt with the 4 of us, we could easily do all of this work, get it all done by this weekend so that we can start next week fresh. We don't need anybody else. We would have to sit down and figure out how to get the work done and just make a plan and commit to it and we just keep going until it's done. Right? So that is certainly possible if we want to do it. It doesn't take a lot of people. Like you know, Alex, I don't know if you want to step up, but
please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I don't know if you want to step up, Alex, but you're perfectly capable of being like deputy, and the two of us could do 90% of the work.
I step up.
You step up. But so the point is that it's just like it just takes time, and it takes being organized and going slowly, one step at a time, and then eventually you get through everything. But you have to be very organized, you have to be very focused, you have to be on track and on target. And then as time goes on, you build momentum and you start going faster and faster and faster, and you chug through everything until it's done. But right now, it's the opposite of what we do. Right now, we all flounder around. There's no scheduling. People are all over the place. There's lots of discussions. There's contention. There's issues. There's people going on tangents. We don't get very much work done.
No. Well.
So, anyways, option 1, 2, or 3. What do we want to
do? First, before voting, my opinion. My question: rankings is still under recruitment, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So rankings, and I mean, obviously, we could vote up here as well on all of our priorities, depending on what we want to focus on. But it might be good to kind of narrow things down before we vote. So did that? So the rankings up here. This is like rankings for recruitment budget.
If you can show on ranking, then we break up. How does that sound?
Yeah, we can obviously break up after we do more topics together, but that would be option 1. Right, so if we're going to stay together now, we can stay together, do some more topics together, and then consider breaking up later. That make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So any questions? Otherwise, let's just figure this out. I'm fine with really any of these are okay. Maybe I kind of prefer always a little bit getting focused on the work, which helps in buddy teams. But if you guys want to stay together and just stay as a double team and just do one topic at a time, we'll just keep going through it. But it sounds like we're proposing focusing on the rankings as topic 5. So review and update and improve rankings, next steps. And
time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
So Alex, Mamoon, Lucy, what do you want to do? Do you want to vote? Do you want to?
Yes, I will vote for option 1. Continue the session.
Okay. So is anyone, Alex and Mamoon, do either of you not want to do option 1, or basically everyone wants to do option 1, and then the proposed topic is rankings?
Okay, hold on. Let me vote.
Alex, what do you want to do? We lose Alex? We lost Alex. Okay. Oh boy. All right, so let's take a break. When we come back, maybe Alex will be back. Maybe we could figure out from there. But 5-minute break, okay?
Yes.
Okay, voted, Jay.
Okay. Anyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we still lost Alex. Let's see. He's coming back here. Alex.
And it's 4 o'clock. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Okay. So any objections to getting focused on the rankings for the recruitment rankings of budget as topic 5? So we're good? Lucy? I'm in?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm around you.
What?
I'm there.
Okay, so rankings, are we in agreement? Focus on the rankings?
Yes, yes.
All right,
Okay.
so it looks like Romiel is active right now, which is good. All right, so let me get the link to, I think we were working on it last night, recruitment, here we go. Perfect, okay, so we wanna go into the recruitment round sheet. So put the recruitment round sheet here, so click into the recruitment round sheet, and we should have a tab for rankings, but I don't see it. So it looks like Alex did not do the rankings. So let's fix that. So go like this. We have, wait, proposals? No. Wait, no. This is the wrong sheet. Delete. So we are looking for the follow-up verification spreadsheet. Okay. So the follow-up verification spreadsheet, because we're still dealing with follow-up of all the people. So basically we have the overall verification, we have the final verification. So this is where we do the final verification, and we have people's pay rates, top average rates, and then the elections. So we should have done the elections.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So Mamoon and Lucy, did you vote on the
Yeah.
election? You did? Okay. All right, so then ranking, here we go. Ranking, so this is what we've done on the ranking so far. All right,
Yes.
all right. So the next step on the rankings is as such. We go to the rankings tab. We made some progress on the rankings. So then the next step is we need to, well, actually there's a couple of steps. There's one is to verify each individual ranking and top average cost to organization, right? Yes, I'm having power outage. I'll wait a couple of minutes. Power returns. Okay, thanks for this. No. Guess Alex having problem with power outage. It happens. All right, so we want to verify each individual and top average cost for the rankings. From there, we also need to, but we can technically estimate. So we have estimates that we can work with, and so we'll figure that out. So from there, we need to calculate our new world versus old world budgets. So this is important for fairness in relationship to cost. So this is what we're going to focus on next and kind of get an estimate on that. So for the New World budget, we need people who are available, professional, on time, and awake, right? Focused, doing work during America's time hours, right? So where it says Andromeda and Cobalt are our current schedule. So for each person, we want to calculate their Andromeda and Cobalt value because we pay 1.5x for 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. and 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then we pay 2x from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Overtime, that's overtime, right? So we can also create an old world budget for new world work where we can hire old world workers.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
Okay, so the simple way of doing this, of course, is just to categorize and organize everything based on old world, new world, right? So if we just take this here, we have Romiel is new world, Alex is new world, Jennifer, old world, John, I would assume old world, old world, old world. So I think all of these people are old world, but it would be good to verify on their pops. So I'm going to mark them yellow. Then we've got Lucy is old world, myself and Mel are new world, Joyce is old world, Alberto's new world, Mamoon is old world, Tay, old world, Eileen, old world, Everest, old world, Alice. I think everybody here is old world. Okay.
Okay.
So the incorrect way to do this, right? And let's just mark this as black for now. The incorrect way to do this would be, new world cost estimated, but we can actually calculate it exactly, and then you have old world cost estimated. So let's just figure this out right now. So Lucy, what time is it for you right now?
It's 2 a.m.
2 a.m. So that is going to be 2x overtime. And then how about you, Mamoon?
5 a.m.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's 2x overtime. So you guys are both getting 2x overtime bonus value for your work. So the easiest thing to do is just multiply everything by 2. So for new world costs, anybody who is new world would be multiplied by 1, and then anybody who's old world would be multiplied by. So this is new world multiplier. Multiply. So Alex would be 1, Romeo 1, Jennifer 2, 2, 2, 2, and then Lucy is 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. So then you would just take their pay rate and you multiply it by the multiplier. And so this gives a slightly more accurate actual cost.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Okay, so then for the old world, you would do old world multiply, right? And then the old world would be the opposite. So for old world, if you're a new world and you're working in an old world, that would cost twice as much money. Okay, so we are going to go like that. So then we can multiply out for old world costs times the pay rate. And then this gives realistic costs for working in old world. All right. So we're going to have the new world rankings and we're going to have the old world rankings. And eventually we'll have separate entire budgets. For now, we basically just have one budget. So the only thing here really is the pay rate for Lucy. Like I can't remember your old pay rate, but we would actually go back to your old top average pay rate and verify what that was. But anyways, right now I'm just estimating $3 an hour. Okay?
Okay.
That sounds about right. All right. So are there any questions so far?
No questions.
All right. So let's just go ahead and do a little prioritization. So I go into tools, no, filter data, create filter, and let's start with new world. So I would go Z to A. No, I would go A to Z. So, okay, so then I put that here, and this is going to be the cost rankings for new world. So this would be the new world rankings would be like this. So I don't know exactly why Alberto is ranked number one. This is partly why we seriously need to, verify all of these. Right? So this is all just not verified, right? No, none of these pay rates are verified. I would say this one is significantly like major concern. I would say concern. Like, is Alberto's pay rate really that low, right? And then we have Eileen.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, quick stretch. All right.
On Roberto Pop, it's showing he requested $7.45 per month per
No, but
hour.
it's not based on pop. This is why yours is in yellow as well,
Okay.
because it's based on your actual cost to the organization, which is based on your actual pay. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So Mel is an estimate, yours is an estimate, Alex is based on pop. So this is basically pop. So I would say for people who have pops, it's like green. And I think that's pretty much fine. Pop, Jennifer's pop. Because if someone hasn't been paid yet, then we just use their pop for the ranking. That make sense?
Yes.
Cool. Any other questions on it?
It seems like we don't have all the recruits there. Like Santiago, do we have it there? He's not
No,
yet included.
we're only doing people that have pops. Okay, so now let's take a look at the old world rankings. So this would be the old world rankings here. Old world. So we have Eileen ranked number one. And then it goes down to Alex is ranked lowest. All right, cool.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So I would call this like an estimated new world rankings. And you have this and pay rate is this. Whoops. Off that one. And then we have estimated old world rankings, which is going to be the same here. Name is bam bam. And pay rate. Whoops. Cool. All right, so for me, this is a reasonable kind of initial rankings. You can see how the rankings are significantly different between old and new world, which makes sense, right?
Yes.
And Lucy, you're ranked very high, but I would say the fact that Eileen's not involved, obviously Praise has not been hired, you are possibly the highest ranked in terms of pay rate. And then we'll also consider the cost in relationship to the the new world. Obviously ranked lower, but we have to go back and actually look at your real costs, and they will get re-updated over time. Anyway, so rankings is definitely important. We want to improve our rankings, but I'm going to copy and paste this as basically a reasonable starting point for the rankings. Yes. Actually, I feel like we should keep all of this information. Keep this information below here and then copy and paste this right here. Cool.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
All right, so the only thing that's missing here at this point is our responsibility organizing. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's take care of that briefly. Ooh, it looks like we got another message here. Okay, so all right, that's the same message, right? Are there any questions so far on like the rankings of what we have so far? So the other thing that's important to note is that this is only part of the calculation. So if we paid everybody on by pay rate, then it would be done. But we don't hire and rank everybody just on pay rate. We used to, but we no longer do that because we felt like it wasn't totally fair. We felt like it was very important to rank people based on half pay rate and then half evaluations and elections. So it's basically a 50-50 split or a 49-51 split. I can't remember if it's 49 pay rate, 51 evaluations and elections, or if it's 51% pay rate, and 49 elections and evaluations. I can't remember. So we'll have to double check on that. But overall, this is the final calculations for the rankings. So when we get the elections done and we have all the evaluations done, I've been going through the evaluations. So let's see if we may have an updated evaluations here. I think I just did it directly on here, right? So if we go into the, oh, this is wrong. So ranking, final verification. So under the final verifications, I did a lot of evaluations. So I don't know if anyone's evaluated me. I didn't evaluate Alice, Chinindam, Angela, Romeo. We haven't evaluated, so hopefully Romeo will come now. We can do evaluation. And then there's some other people who haven't had evaluations too. Evaluations are required for ranking, because otherwise you can't really rank somebody. Okay, so does that make sense?
You evaluate someone based on what?
On their skills. So I'll link the evaluation form. Do we have that here? No.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
All right, so here is the link to the eval form right here. I'll put it in our notes. Where's our notes? This is our notes here. So go all the way down to line 155. So this is the evaluation form. Wait. Yeah, this is the evaluation form for budget rankings. Right, is correct? Yeah, so basically when you're evaluating someone, do they speak English? Currently, you're required to speak English, but that will change in the future when we have other languages. Even if you do speak English, is your language professional? Right? Do you have internet and phone connection and are able to communicate with us? Do you show up on time and present yourself? So for example, Mamoon, not feeling well, so usually he does better, but today he didn't do so good showing up on time. Do they follow through with work until it's completed and found an output? Very few people do this. Do they get work completed with minimal oversight and training? Very few people do that. Do they work substantial hours above or equal to the number of hours budgeted? Depends on the person. Some people obviously work over budgeted hours. Some people only want to work the time that they're budgeted. The personal preference, but obviously as an organization, we preference, getting the work done. Do we follow policies and get minimal strikes? Following policies, obviously some people don't follow policies very well at all. Are they able to schedule? And global team scheduling can be very difficult. Real-time virtual assistant, no one's particularly good at this, but this is what everyone's hired to do, is to be a virtual assistant and support the work that I am doing, but not really getting very good at that. Taking on real-time master session positions, no one's taking notes. Anyone take notes? No, so bad. Are they masters of Google Documents, spreadsheets? So that's pretty much it. So it's not a very complicated evaluation. We're just seeing, like, are you competent at attempting to do work? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So then there's the election form. So for the election form, you have I think we just sent it out recently, didn't we? We'll put here election.
Time to take a break.
Yes,
Please
please vote.
stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
So this is the election form here. And so the election form we don't give, we like the evaluation form better because it really looks at people's skills and involvement, but the election form is simple and it's fun because it ranks all of us based on our representation. And in fact, when we're doing a representation, this actually decides our representation to a steering team for Old World and New World, as opposed to the evaluation. Okay.
Yeah.
So the election is still used for other things besides just this, but we like to have a little bit of the election in there because it's a much simpler way of just one number for each person. Where does everyone rank in relationship to our interest in them being involved? So I think overall it's helpful to prioritize people that we like and that we want to represent us, and that also relates to public accountability too. All right, so any other questions on the ranking?
No.
Okay. So let me just give a quick example on how the rankings actually get finalized. Actually, let's just skip that. Let's go straight into the responsibility organizing. Because the responsibility organizing, the only thing that's really missing, and then everything is explained in the responsibility organizing. So let's try to verify that real quick and update as needed. So we're going to go to
Ranking.
recruitment process. Recruitment setup process. Cool. So we have some of the recruitment stuff. Let's also go into our recruitment round sheet. So we have recruitment round sheet, recruitment system sheet. Check the recruitment system sheet. System process. Not particularly organized. So it just says like create budget proposals, which is not obviously very clear. So, I mean, obviously we need a lot of work on the recruitment system and the recruitment responsibility organizing. Let's check this one out. Recruitment system. Here we go. Set up spreadsheets, platforms, intake forms, Discord, verification. Yeah, not a lot going on here. So yeah, so we have a lot of problems on the responsibility organizing. So I mean, I think it would be good to spend a little time on it since it is required. So let's try to get a little bit more organized with our responsibility organizing, and then we can,
Yeah.
Continue to get the work done. Because I mean, we're pretty much done. I mean, we have estimated rankings. Are they perfect? No, but I think that they are certainly workable. And then we can just go with it, and then continually improve it for future half-year recruitment rounds. Every quarter we kind of do it too. Yeah. So let's take a break for 5 minutes, and then when we come back, we can do a little bit on responsibility organizing and system process organizing, and then we can go from there.
Okay.
And
It's
the
4
break.
o'clock.
Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's see.
All right, I'm back.
Me too. I also
Okay,
came back.
good. All right. All right.
I see.
So, huh?
Yes. No, I see that option 3 won.
Time to
Option
pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Oh yeah, we are working on recruitment right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So I am attempting to get a little bit more organized on the responsibility organizing for recruitment. I'm a little confused on why it's such a mess right now. Uh, Probably because like Alberto probably just like deleted and got rid of all of the previous responsibility organizing, and so it's like getting started from scratch again or something like that. But it's definitely just not particularly organized. So we have a little bit on the setup, the recruitment process setup, which is good. So we come in here, we have setup process, but it's not a responsive organizing link for setup process. Okay, cool, awesome. All right, recruitment systems doc. All right, okay, so this looks pretty good. Oh, improve a budget and recruitment proposals. Create a budget over proposals coordinate. So I don't see anything about rank. Oh, here, update the public rankings. Whoops. Fifth process, update public rankings. For each program recruitment rep rankings, you need to have the correct link to the current document. But result public rank, including the activity rank at all, potential new recruits rank. This will determine who goes on the next stage and who will not. Cool. So that is, I would say this is probably the best details I've seen in relationship. And so this is the recruitment system docs. If you go in here, it's the second one right here. Recruitment system doc has a lot of responsibility details into it. But I know there are much more details on the ranking. So it's possible some of that is in the actual ranking doc. So let's check that real quick. Here, ranking. Ranking doc.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
So I'm not seeing anything. Wait, top average monthly hour ranking, main budget teams, HR ranking based on jurisdiction, actual pay, co-chair rankings, immediate, direct HR rankings, overall ranking, simple budget structure for new ranking structure for budget proposals, new budget policy. So I think this could be related to it. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Again, this needs to be organized so much better. We are terrible with our responsibility organizing. But anyways, we need to go through it in a lot more detail. It's very difficult because if we're always so busy, no one's actually coordinating and working on the recruitment. It's very hard to actually get the responsibility organizing done. I think we're best on the responsibility organizing for the budget and the payroll, but even that can be difficult. But it happens every single month, if not multiple times a month for payroll. So responsibility organizing for something that only happens once or twice a year is a little bit more difficult, you know? Anyway, so I want to get more into the responsibility organizing, the system organizing, but I'm also torn into actually just getting the work done, you know, and focusing on the ranking. So I think we should just get focused on the rankings a little bit, and I can show you how to do the final calculations as best as I can, and then you will be completed. Does that make sense?
Yep. And
Just
now
a
that I'm back,
question. Sorry.
no, mine is very fast. Sorry, Lucy. Now that I'm back, should we do policy tracking?
For what?
For being 4.
No, we're still in our main session.
Okay. Thank you. Go ahead, Lucy.
We're on topic 5. Yeah.
Yes, I was asking, are we supposed to create a separate spreadsheet for ranking?
Eventually, I think we do want a separate spreadsheet because we're going to use the separate spreadsheet to do the calculations. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let me just show you how to do the ranking calculations briefly.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So I'm sure if Alberto is here, he could find the responsibility organizing and all the rankings we did before, and I could possibly ranking recruitment spreadsheet, potential recruitment round follow-up verification. Anyways, it's really not very difficult, so I'm just gonna explain how to do it real quick. So let's just use an example. So we're gonna do New World example. So here's the estimated rankings for New World. Okay?
Yes.
Then we're gonna have their valuations, and then we're gonna have their election score. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So valuation score. So this is obviously just like made up, but let's say Alberto is 6, Eileen is 3, 4. J is not, 8. Romeo maybe is really low. 3. Praise is like 5, right in the middle. Lucy, 6. Ate, 7. Mel, maybe Mel's not very involved. Alex, maybe Alex is doing really good. Joyce is doing really good. John and everybody else is just like whatever, give them 3s and stuff. Okay. Hopefully we didn't. Mamoon, we'll give Mamoon a 5. All right. So election score, same thing. Whatever. Let's say people are like, okay, Alberto's on probation. What are you doing? Eileen, it's like gone. She's like disappeared. Everyone's like, yay, Jay. And then everyone's like, okay, Romeo's brand new. Praise brand new. Lucy is like awesome because she came back. Ate is awesome because she's doing so much work. Mel is like really important but not around. Alex is doing good but you're still very new. Joyce is awesome, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so and then Mamoon, we'll give you a 5. Okay, so these are just examples. So obviously we're going to have the evaluation scores, and the election scores can be calculated exactly based on the information that everybody votes, right?
Yes.
So then what you do is you try to remember if it's the lowest or the highest. I think you take the lowest score is because in this case it's going to be out of 100, right? So there's going to be 100 points. So you'd say, okay, Alberto is 100.
Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, quick step. All right. So you say the person at the top is 100, and then the person at the bottom would be, in essence, I think you actually start with a percentage. I think the easiest way is doing it as a percentage. So you say, okay, everybody's related to the best pay rate, which is 100. And then you do a percentage, which is basically this divided by that is, no, this is equal to this divided by that, which is a 1, a score of 1. So a score of 1 would be 100, right? And a score of 0.15 would be 15, exactly. So you just take this and you multiply it by 100. And this is what we call the 100 scoring model, which is the very simple way to give everybody an average score. So then in this case, you just take whoever scored best. Let's say I got a 9 and everybody is trying to get a 9, right? So you say, okay, the very best score, is a 9. So then everybody's compared to the best score. And then you say, okay, the best score would be 100, because it would be 9 divided by 9 is 1 times 100 gives the person with the best score 100, and then everybody else is getting the score for themselves. So then you do that again here, and we'll just, for simplicity, we'll just give myself a 9, okay? So again, it's whoever got the highest score, you're just dividing it by, oops, I did that wrong. So this goes back one more, there, and then this is a 9. So perfect. Right, so that's what we call the 100 score model. Okay, so then you just
Please stop, Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So then you just do the final ranking. And so the final ranking is equal to the 100 score would be 300 basically, multiplied by the percentages of each. So we know, oh, and this is what I wanted to verify. I wanted to actually verify the actual percentages. So there's gotta be a way to do that. I know it's here somewhere. So let's see if we can find it. Let's see if the search 49%, 51%. All right, come on, it's gotta come up here. 49%. Oh, look, this looks like, oh no, this is everybody's previous evaluations, responses. Oh boy, so innovate, ownership, nothing, filling rate, invoice tabulation, looks like 51%. Global weekly check-ins, worker evaluation budget ranking. I don't know, it's got to be in here somewhere, right? So find 51%. Nothing. 51%. Nothing. No. And it's been so long. It's been like almost like 2 years since we've done this.
Whoa.
So it's it is a little difficult sometimes to reset everything.
Remember.
I mean, I generally remember, but it's nice to verify as opposed to just think. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So let's see if I can do a search for final calculation, final ranking calculation. Here we go. 80-degree East ranking recruitment sheet. New evals, final evals, election scores. Boom. Perfect. So here are the 100 scores. See? If it goes a little over 100, it gets not. Oh no, if it goes over 100, then you just do the total score, whoever got the most, and then you divide it and you can change the score that is over 100 to exactly 100.
And get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
51%. There we go. We are verified. So it's actually 51% pay rate, right? So you have your pay rate 100 score, and that's 51%. Then you have 34% evaluation score. So your evaluation's 34%, and then 15%. But that doesn't make sense. That is more. Hang on, 100%. Oh no, that is 100%. So why did I get? Well, I had 49, 15, 36. Got it. Okay, so it's not 36, it's 34. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, the thing to think here is that if someone is going to be fired because their pay rate is too high, is low. If someone's going to be hired and if someone's going to be fired and their pay rate is low and their pay rate is low, then the person we are hiring better have some skills to make up the difference, right? So we don't, because we could have done exactly 50-50, but we're like, no, we don't want to do exactly 50-50. If we are literally going to fire someone or not hire them, even if their pay rate is low, then the person we're hiring who is more expensive needs to overcome that at the 49% level. Does that make sense?
Yes.
right? So we're
With the elections?
slightly prioritizing the pay rate. Like if someone's going to be fired, we're going to hire someone else with skills instead of lower pay rate. We want to make sure their skills make up the difference of that extra 1%. Right?
Yeah.
So I guess the correct way to organize this, just to make sure it's clear, it's 49%
Skills.
yeah, not necessarily skills, but like
Attitude.
observation or just like interpretation, right? So 49% interpretation based on your elections and your evaluation and your interviews and like how we feel about you. And then 51% pay rate. So it's pretty fair. It's like 50-50, but we're slightly putting it towards pay rate to make sure that that if someone has a low pay rate, we're not firing them for someone who doesn't do
Close your eyes.
good work.
Count.
Right?
1, 2, 3,
Right.
4,
Yes.
5. Open your eyes.
We want if someone's pay rate is low and we're going to hire someone else instead who has a higher pay rate, we want their work to be better, at least 1% better. Okay, cool. Also, we do have Romeo here, which is exciting. So we'll let Romeo check in, and then we'll do the final scores on the ranking.
I just sent the ranking document, spreadsheet.
What?
A spreadsheet for ranking. I copy paste the information there.
Where? We're in the notes. I'm in line 210 in the notes.
She pasted
no.
the chat on the chat.
In the chat, I can link it all as well there.
All right. So yeah, everything always goes in the notes, but let's put this into the notes. So tell me what this is. What is it? And why is it more important than Romeo? What am I looking at? Oh, you just made a separate spreadsheet. Okay. Yeah. So what this is going to be, make this the final ranking spreadsheet, September 2023, and this is the 111 degree east. I think 111 degree east half year, right? So this is pay rate, and then you're going to have evaluation scores and election scores, right? And then you'll have the final 100 scores and ranking, right? Does that make sense? So that's what's here, right? So you have your Octane pay scores, your pay rate score, your evaluation score, your election score, and then the final score, right? And again, the final score, just to show you real quick, and then we'll go to Romeo, is final ranking. So it's going to be equal to the pay rate score. Whoops, the pay rate score, which is 100 out of 100 times 0.51, because it's 51%, plus the evaluation score times 0.34, because it's 34%, plus their election score times 0.15%, 15%, which gets your final ranking score. So again, this is just an example, but then this will give you an exact ranking. So you'll be able to see here the difference
Time
between...
to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
You'll be able to see the difference between just the pay rate score and the final actual ranking score. So if we do this B to A, you have the person who's ranked 1, ranked 2, 3, 4, 5, with the actual final ranking. And of course, this is just an example. I'm showing you how to do it as an example. Okay, so it's really not very difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not very difficult.
So we're pretty much done. I mean, I would say in another like hour, 2 hours, we could finish the entire rankings with all the new recruits and all the new changes in the budget. And then that will get us off. That will prevent upfront pay stop. And then we have another week to finalize the actual budget. Right?
Right. Right.
Yes.
But there is one last part of this process, which is that once you get the rankings, then you line up all the positions, right? And then you actually finalize each person's position in the organization and where they're going to be in the budget. Okay.
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 Awesome. All right. So let's go to Romiel and then we're going to take a break. So Romiel, you're on mute right now, so you can unmute and you can check in. Can you hear us? Were you able to get onto Discord at all, or are you on mute?
He's on mute.
On mute. Oh, I think. Is it on there right here? No. No. So just send a message here. You are on mute. I can also send a message here. So let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break. You are on mute. So maybe Romiel will be able to talk when we get back. If Romiel can communicate, then we could do an interview with Romiel and get that finalized for the budget. All right.
Good.
5-minute break.
Good. Yes. Good. Like Alberto. It's good.
It's of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
All right. So, Romeo, are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Good night, everyone.
Hey, I hear you. Awesome. Cool. So, I would propose that we do a topic for a Romeo interview. Does anyone have any objections for that?
No, none objections.
So, interview questions and kind of set up introductions, do introductions. Cool. Take 12 to 24 minutes. It takes too long. And topic 6. We'll do a view up, although I'm probably going to need to get going after this. So it's like view up / wrap up. All right, so topic 6. Oh, like we have 2 topics on Romeo. That's funny. Oh, are you already making a topic 6?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
There we go.
So we'll call this Romeo proposal, and this one can be Romeo interview. Exactly. All right, so Romeo, we're going to start with your check-in. And just so you know, my name's Jay. I'm in California. Alex is in Venezuela. Lucy, you are in Kenya?
Nigeria, I think.
No, Kenya. Right, Lucy?
Kenya, right.
Lucy is on mute.
Yes, I'm in Kenya.
Kenya. And then Mamoon, you are in Bangladesh, right? Cool. So what we want you to do, Romeo, is to just say a number between 0 and 9, how you're feeling. So if you look on our, here also let me link you the notes. So this is the link. These are our notes. But you can see here, for example, that I'm a 2.25, Alex is a 6, Lucy is a 5.5, Mamoon's a 3.5. So it's basically how you're feeling right now between 0 and 9.
Between 0 and 9.
Yeah.
9 being the better.
Yeah, 9 being best. So
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So how are you feeling, Romeo, between 0 and 9?
Oh, sir. I chose 8. I sent it in the chat.
Great. And what have you been working on?
What I have been working on? Sir, could you please elaborate?
Yeah, like you're on work on it. You've been working on your proposal, your temporary proposal, and your POP, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I've been working on articles, and I've done some transcription as well.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right. So check-in completed. Let's go to the topic. Topic 6. Okay. So the first thing here is, do you have any questions? If you want kind of like any intro or anything, you can let us know. Otherwise,
Yes,
we're going to do like an interview questions for you, which is required for our budget. So, but this is the time you can answer any questions you have. And then we're going to do a quick interview, and then we are going to answer more questions. So, yeah.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. I'd like to ask the POPP that I should create that profile.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure how to create it because on the website, the link that you sent is just giving me an overview of what each step is like.
Correct. Yeah. So have you created a Google document before?
Yes, sir. Sure.
So if you go to your top, it has the detailed instructions criteria, and then you have introduction to pop, minimum pop steps. So this is right here. Here you can find the link to documents that list the detailed steps. You click on minimal pop steps, and it says how to create your POP, your public online personnel profile. And then you create a doc and add your pay rate, add your jurisdiction, minimum pay rate. So these are the steps. So the first step is create a doc in Google Docs. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And then it has all the examples. It shouldn't take longer than like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, maximum 1 hour. It should go pretty quick. Don't worry about it. Just do what you can and then get it to us. And then we're going to review it. We can go over it with you and we can fix anything that needs to be fixed. If you just keep it simple and straightforward based on your existing proposal, I think that's going to be fine. Or if you make any minor changes, that's okay too, but you want to make sure it matches your intake form.
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
Yeah, so just if you fill out the intake form, you're going to want your POP to match your intake form. You can also go off your temp proposal. Either way, we'll work with you if there's problems and if there wants to get it all verified. Okay, so we're gonna kind of we're at like last couple hours or days for getting everything completed on our recruitment round.
Yes,
So it's all very, very last minute. So we're gonna kind of usually we don't do someone's interview until after they have done their POP, right? So
Yes.
if you want to work on your POP first, you can, but let's just like do your interview, get that out of the way, so then when you get your POP set up, we can just already get you right into the budget. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir. I have another question, sir.
What?
I have another question.
Yes, next question.
Yes, sir. Could I get a full overview of the overall roles that I'll have?
Yes. So questions regarding the POP, and then we link the POP steps right here. Going into the notes. All right. So then the question is kind of like overview of the roles and positions. So there's a lot of different work. Like if you go to the recruitment portal, we have our list of positions. They're not particularly organized and all the descriptions on each one of them yet, but we have, there's decision makers and volunteer board members. This is for people who are mainly just want to do 3 hours per month, right? So this is not really like full-time work or anything. Advisors, same thing. It's usually just a few hours per month. Okay, so the first position is like deputy. The CEO is kind of like myself, but obviously if anyone else wanted to step up in the role, they could, because everybody's publicly accountable. The deputy position is the most intense, so that'll be working with me the closest and like, lots of hours, extra hours, just trying to deal with everything in the organization, get it organized. I mean, we're basically, I feel like we've cleaned up some of our messes. We're in better shape than we were, but our budgets are still very tight. There's a lot of issues and problems going on. We're a little disorganized. We're on half pay stops. We just need to catch up and get organized across the board. The cooperative program coordinator focuses on our support for new social programs. So the main work that we do is we help new
Time
social.
to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So the main thing we do in our programs is help new socially focused causes, nonprofits, it could be a business like a green business or whatever, get started, set them up, help them with taxes, help them with their business outreach and whatever needs to happen to get them started. So that's kind of like the main coordinator position. The asset coordinator is dealing with all of our finances and asset trading, crypto trading, all that. FQN representative, we're getting rid of that. Yeah. ACU coordinator is accounting and ACU is our other clients. This is our client support for a spiritual practice. spiritual practice documentation, and there's events planning. NRT, this is our new recruit coordinator, and they oversee supporting the new recruits to getting stabilized, onboarded, training, and getting their, making sure they're able to get their POPs. The value coordinator deals with the payroll and budget and equity token distributions. The eval coordinator is kind of like our overall review, evaluation, and improvement. Also, it deals with our contention. We have a lot of contentious situations that happen sometimes since we're a public and open organization. Umbrella Showcase website coordinator. This is for like our websites and multimedia and pushing our new launch, right? Because we're launching. And ORC coordinator is outreach, and recruitment as well. Okay. So that kind of oversees like all of the positions. Does that sort of make sense? Or any other questions on that?
No, sir. That's all clear.
Cool. And overall, we are a startup. Anyone getting involved in any particular position is just like your paid position. We all do all of the work, so you can take on any work, but everyone needs to have one position that they are sort of overseeing for themselves.
Okay.
But all of the work that you're being hired to do is virtual assistants supporting me, supporting the clients to get more and more work done and getting focused on implementing and launching. This is our overall goal. And then we have a lot of different organizing models. So for example, we have a new responsibility, so our leadership responsibility that has all of our timelines. So I can link this
Time
here.
to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
So this goes over like our list of deadlines here. Like do a quick stretch. I think we are in hour 3 at this point, so it's good to stretch and take breaks when you just like are sitting and working and meeting for so long. But this has our list of deadlines. We are really behind on all of our work. We got kind of distracted the last few months on a bunch of things, so it's kind of catching up to this. Tomorrow we have a ton of work due, primarily the recruitment, which is why this is sort of the final opportunity to get into the budget for at least this particular recruitment round, although we'll continue to work with people who are interested. And then we have our bills that we have to deal with. We have all of our different planning and verification of our deadlines and management, things like that. So we have a lot of different deadlines. Any other questions on the positions and the work?
No, sir.
It does take time to learn and understand it. Alex is like pretty new, a couple weeks new.
Yeah.
Lucy just got back. Mamoon's been around for a while, but sometimes has difficulty getting focused on some of the work. But it's a slow process. We're trying to do a lot with very few resources. So yeah. But Alex, you can answer, kind of say how it is getting involved at the beginning, because it could be a little overwhelming.
Yeah. At first, it's not might. You are going to be overwhelmed because there are too many things and too many documents and too many links and too many sessions. But with Jay's words and Alberto's words also, it's not that difficult. It is really simple, and you just got to be open-minded and take it step by step, one document at a time.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah, we try to go very slow and step by step and just go through one thing at a time. And we are working on some bigger projects, like we want to create a virtual office to organize all of the documents and paperwork. We also want to create some like we have the FQN recruitment portal, which is pretty organized for getting into the organization, but then we're going to have basically an FQN workers portal, which will kind of like you know, go through some of the training and,
Please
you know,
Close your
important
eyes.
documents
Count
and information.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
Yeah. So that part we haven't done yet. We're basically, after you go through the recruitment portal, then what? It's like it just stops, right? And we're not really organized after that. So we're gonna just continue to organize, and these are goals that we have, is really creating more online resources, and eventually we're gonna have the whole virtual office portal. But that is longer in the making. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Any other questions? Otherwise, we can go into the interview.
So after the interview and everything, I've completed the profile on the website. How long until I start officially like working for the organization?
I mean, technically speaking, we could do a temporary proposal today if we wanted to. There's a little bit of complications with your back pay that might need to go to the HR board. But what happens tomorrow, because tomorrow is the deadline for our recruitment process, is that nobody will be getting paid after tomorrow if the final decisions are not made on the budget, right? So after tomorrow, if you don't have an answer to that question, are you hired or are you not hired? It means that nobody is no longer getting paid. So everybody's equal. Nobody will be getting paid, including anyone who hasn't been hired yet. So it'll be in the best interest of everybody who's currently on the team, since no one's getting paid anymore, to finalize the budget and make a final decision on what is going to be happening moving forward. And that deadline is tomorrow. So basically, the easy answer is you're already on the team. You can vote on the budget. You can make any decision you want to. You can be involved in the entire process of all the work that we're doing for the recruitment and the budget. And then at the end of that process, you will get an answer of exactly where you rank and what your, whether you're approved or not in the budget as an active worker, or if you're a non-active worker. So all of that will be provided to you. But when that happens, I'm not sure the exact date. But tomorrow, no one will be getting paid until that final decision is made. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. So the final decision is where the budget stands.
Exactly. Yes. The final budget decision is supposed to be made tomorrow.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause.
I guess so.
Inhale
As long as it
together.
comes with
1,
the
2,
chili.
3. Exhale.
Yeah, I
Relax.
want the chili mainly. All right. So I think that's pretty clear. Like we have 10 people, right? Don't we have 10 people on our budget? Alex? Lucy? About 10 people, right?
For new recruits?
No, on our budget overall. Like, okay, let's go to our rankings. So in our rankings, this is our current estimated New World rankings. And we already have you, Romiel, at $6 an hour, you're ranked pretty high, which is a really good sign for getting hired. And this is obviously just estimated, it's not final rankings. But again, the pay rate rankings are not the definitive decision making, right? This is just the initial rankings, but our rankings are not based on just money. We actually do the rankings based on half pay rate, half basically interpreting, elections and interviews, right? So we're going to do your interview, which is going to determine your rank, half of your rankings.
We have 19 people.
No, we don't have 19 people. This includes all the recruits. So Alberta's on the team, Eileen's on the budget, I'm on the budget, Lucy, you're in the budget, Tay's in the budget, Mel's in the budget, Alex in the budget, Joyce is in the budget, Jennifer's a temp worker, Evrice, Mamoon. All right, so these are the workers. And then we have a couple decision makers. So for the HR board. So if you sum all this up, we have 11 people.
11.
Yeah, about 10 people. And for whatever reason, we hired 10 people. We're spending like $5,000 a month and the recruitment deadline's not met. And we're not getting the work done, right? So that's the problem. So the goal in hiring you, Romiel, is just getting the work done on time. The ideal is that we hire a team, we get all the work organized, and then the next time the recruitment deadline happens, which will be in 3 months, we won't go on upfront pay stop because the work will get done before the deadline. So in this case, the probability we're going to get all this done by tomorrow is very low. It's technically possible because there's not that much more work to do. All we have to do is just like we already started the elections, we already finalized the evaluations for almost everybody. So we just need to finish the evaluations, do the scores, get the final rankings set up, verify everything, and then we're pretty much ready to do the budget. So I think we're in pretty good shape on the overall process. But anyways, the bottom line is that
please stop, close your eyes, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
the bottom line is that everything is supposed to get finalized by tomorrow. If it takes longer than that, no one's getting paid anyway. So you being involved as of now or as of tomorrow is exactly the same as everybody else because nobody's getting paid until the budget is approved. And you can vote on the budget equal to everybody else. Okay, does that make sense, Romeo?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so and we are a cooperative, we're a publicly accountable cooperative. Everybody has basically equal say and vote, although the budget itself, the less money you get paid, the more power you have in the final budgeting voting, and the HR board gets the final decision on the budget to kind of make it more fair. So let's go into the interview. Any other questions from Alex, Lucy, or Mamoon? Or Romeo, do you have any other question? Otherwise, we're just going to go right into the interview.
Okay, sir.
Yep, no questions on my side.
And just to remind you, Romeo, you can already be tracking your hours. You get paid for all of this based on your Workana pay for the actual recruitment process. All right, so let's go into the evaluation form, and you can also vote on the elections too if you want to. We're evaluating Romeo and Jay. All right. So the first question is, can you speak English fluently? So far, so good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, looks good. Engaging in professional language and interaction, you've been doing great. Excellent phone and internet connection. So far, pretty good. How is your internet connection usually? Stability, communicating online?
Yes, sir. It's very stable.
Very stable, good. All right. We like that. Okay. Do you show up on time and being reliable for scheduled sessions? If you can't make a session, if you're scheduled to be there on time and you can't make it, you just let us know and you say, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. It's perfectly fine. That's perfectly professional. If you're scheduled to show up and you don't show up, that's a problem. So do you show up on time? Are you reliable? Do you, communicate and cancel if you're not able to make things?
Yes, sir. Sure. I'll do all of that.
Just yes, that's
No, sir. I'm saying yes, sir. I'm very professional and punctual on meetings. But if I can't make it, I'll let the team know.
yes. Just let us know, communicate, and you would definitely want to get on Discord. And just to remind you, you get on Discord and you go to the.
Take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
Under the communications tab in the recruitment portal, it's the first link, Discord for workers. All right, that's where everybody communicates on the team for doing all recruitment and everything. All right, so let's take a break and then we're gonna finish up the recruitment interview here. We have about, I don't know, there's like 6 more questions left. Not very complicated. But let's take a 5-minute break, and when we come back, we'll finish this up, and then I think I'm gonna be ready to wrap up and check out, unless there's any like urgent next step besides doing all the work, in which case we can schedule more later. So quick break, 4-minute break, bottom of the hour.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Romeo, are you here?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay, so the next question is, do you follow through with work until it's completed for final output and deliverables? So it is somewhat rare. Like most people are willing to do work, and they'll even do good work, but they won't necessarily go all the way to make sure the final deliverables are completed and that every little detail is taken care of. So is that something that you like doing, or I mean, it's okay either way. It's just like making it clear sort of your work
No,
style?
yes, I'm a very persistent person, so I make sure work is complete and delivered before I hop off the project.
Okay, yeah, and I mean overall, it's very difficult, especially at the beginning, because you have to learn how to do the work and learn how to get the
Yes,
deliverables. But that's what we're looking for. People, we're looking for people who are willing to go the extra mile to really figure out what is going on and keep asking questions because it does take time. So then the next question is related. It's like, are you willing to do work without lots of oversight and training? So some people literally don't want to do any work at all until they've been fully trained, right? And unfortunately, in our situation, it's very difficult to do that because we have people all over the world. We can't really micromanage, and we have limited time. So we have a lot of video trainings and other things, but sometimes people just have to do their best to make mistakes. Lucy's actually really, really good. Also, Alex, at just going and doing things, even if they make mistakes, right? So let
yes.
us what so the question is basically, do you like doing work without training?
Uh, I like to know exactly what I'm doing, so
So you're
but
more
I'm very adaptive.
so,
I'm very adaptive. So
yeah. Okay. No problem, no problem. So but yeah, so some people like the training more than other people, and we're always looking for like leaders. I mean, we don't the bigger picture of what we're trying to do is make the world a better place, improve people's lives, reduce abuse and corruption, all these things in the world. And we don't know how to do that, right? So there's no blueprint, there's no training to actually what our goals are and our mission. But we do have a lot of training in terms of like
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
like the bills and the finances and the assets, everything. So we have plenty of training on like the easy stuff. All right. So the next question is, do you do substantial work above and equal the number of hours budgeted? So based on your proposal, you are proposing working 21 hours per week at $500 a month about.
yes,
So
sir.
a lot of our workers, it's like if they say we're going to work 21 hours, they're going to come up into that mark, and maybe they'll work 19 hours or 20 hours or 21 hours. Maybe they'll go over by like an hour or whatever, but they don't really go above and beyond. They like a lot of people just want to work the hours that they're paid for. Other people are willing to go above and beyond their budgeted hours and, for example, work 30, 40, 50, sometimes even 60 hours a week, and you get paid equity and you get your value as an owner of the co-op. So that's the question. Are you more interested in just working your agreed upon hours, or are you interested in going above and beyond the actual budget? Do you understand the question, or hear me out?
Uh,
So it's just like so if
yes, sir.
our
I'm here.
max hours per week is
Can you repeat the question, please, sir?
yeah, our max hours per week is like 30 hours per week. So let's say you're getting paid $1,000 a month for doing 30 hours a week. We're not going to be paying you more as your base pay. You would get paid as bonuses. You can always make more as doing bonuses and deliverable work. But the bottom line
Yes, sir.
is some of us, like myself, Alberto, there's some of us who are willing to work, 40, 50, 60-hour weeks to get the
Yes,
work
sir.
done above and beyond what we're budgeted, right? And we get
Yes, sir.
equity.
Yes, sir. Sir, are you still there?
Are you able to hear me, Romeo?
Yes, sir. I just started hearing you a while ago.
Sorry, I got cut off for a second there. But yeah, so the question is simply, if your pay rate was for 30 hours a week, are you interested in just working 30 hours a week? Or are you interested in potentially going above that 40, 50, 60 hours a week, more than just your budget? So that's the question. It's perfectly fine either way. Like either you want to just work your budgeted hours or you want to work more than your budgeted hours.
Okay, sir. So
Please stop and get
can
ready.
I
Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
Hear me out?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I was saying, sir, can I tell the team when I can do over hours? Because sometimes I may not be able to go over, but I am
Oh,
willing to.
of course. Yeah, I mean, you control your own schedule. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I mean, everybody, we're all co-op here, we're all equal. Everybody controls their own contributions, their own time, their own schedule. We just want to kind of know your general,
Over.
attitude in terms of like, are you here just to make some money, or are you here to invest in a business where you are going to be an owner? And if we're successful, we can all make a lot more money by having equity value in the company, right? So that's what we're talking about, is talking about like getting equity ownership as opposed to just getting your upfront pay for your base hours. So that's the question, if it makes sense. Now, going above and beyond means like building, investing in the vision, investing in the actual company itself, and becoming an owner, as opposed to just getting paid your base. I mean, everybody's getting ownership regardless of whether you do your base pay rate, but you're going to get a lot more value and ownership if you go above your base hours. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So yes, sir. I'm willing to go over my pay hours.
All right, cool. Anyways, let's move on to the next question. Do you like following policies? So some people just hate policies. They don't want to deal with all the policies. Some people love policies and they want to read every policy and ask lots of questions about all of the policies and learn all the policies. Yeah. So the question is like, do you like to kind of just go off on your own and just work on your own style, or do you like to learn and go out of your way to learn the policies and not break the policies of the organization?
Yes, sir. I follow all policies, sir. I don't go against rules and regulations because that could cause a lot of penalization, I guess.
Cool. All right, yeah, and overall, our model for policies is that we control our own policies. We can always change our policies, just propose it. It's also perfectly fine to break a policy, but we use that as education. You'll do a lot of policy tracking. So when you break a policy, we'll tell you to track it, and then you learn through tracking the policies, and you learn them, and so you don't do it again. All right, skills. We're almost done here. So global team scheduling. Do you have experience in scheduling globally with people in time zones all around the world? This is not easy to do that.
No, sir. I'm
No?
not experienced in that field.
Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And just so you know, for America's times, like me, you, Alex, Alberto, Mel, we use what's called America's time, right? And it's UTC -6, which is like Costa Rica time. So you might hear me talk about America's time. So currently, right now, it's 6:39 America's time. All right. Real-time virtual assistant. Do you have any experience on doing virtual assistant work?
Yes, sir.
You want to elaborate at all, or just yes, or?
Yes, sir. I worked for a company that helped clients with, but it was talking to clients about accounts and things like that.
Okay, cool.
Like help them solve issues.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Do you take on real-time session positions? So have you done different types of positions like timekeeping, facilitation, and overall session support, like meetings support?
So can you repeat the question?
Like a meeting, like we call them real-time sessions, but like planning, coordinating, facilitating, taking notes for secretary work, and all the things related to meetings, right? Do you do any of that?
Yes, sir. I done that, but not virtually, not online. I done it physically.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All
Yes.
right. The next one is Google Documents. Do you have experience with Google Documents? Just creating, writing, editing, all that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir. I create a lot of written pieces on Google Docs and Word as well, Microsoft Word.
Cool. And then the last question is, Do you have experience with Google spreadsheets and doing financial calculations on spreadsheets, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, averaging?
Yes, sir. I've done a whole SBA on that for high school on the
That's
Excel platform. Yes, sir.
interesting. Okay. So a little experience on that. Good, good, good. We do a lot of budgeting too and stuff, but mainly just like financial calculations. So any other questions, Alex, Lucy, Mamoon, for Romeo?
No questions for me.
No questions. All right. Cool. So that is done. So if there's no more questions for Romeo, I guess my one question for you, Romeo, is just kind of like,
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
all right, quick stretch. Okay, so I guess the one last question for me, Romeo, would be your general, interest, goals, dreams, like what gets you excited? What kind of experience and skills do you have? Like, just your general interest in life, what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So I'm very passionate about the information technology. I've done a lot of projects in school. I have a lot of experience because my dad he owns a tech store, so I'm always there with him, trying to learn new stuff and things like that. But overall, computing is just my thing. That's what I'd like to be.
Cool.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
we are working on a bunch of different types of websites and web portals, and we're going to be doing a lot of social media. We also have a lot involved in crypto, from just normal crypto technologies to creating new crypto technologies and more security with crypto, and investment models that are more functional for the normal everyday people. So that is also something we're working a lot on. But a lot of our projects are very long term. We're looking at many years to implement. Great. All right. So at that, unless there's any other questions from you, Romeo, we'd be done. So do you have any last questions for us?
No, sir. It's all cool.
Okay. So, I mean, the bottom line, get your pop done, get on Discord immediately. And just to remind you, Discord, you go into the communications tab on the recruitment, and then you go right here to the Discord for workers. I'll also add the link for the Discord into our notes so that you have that as well. And then I already linked the pop information to the notes, right here, the pop. So those two things can get you into the budget. And again, you can always change your budget. Changes have to take effect at the full moon, but with your budget changes, you might not be able to change your budget till later. Well, that'll all be figured out and finalized. But overall, just get your pop in as soon as possible. We'll work on it. We'll edit it. We'll verify it.
Time
We'll
to
prove it.
pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And then we will continue to communicate. So as far as tomorrow goes, we will be back around this time. We have a client session at our normal afternoon time. And then what does anyone know exactly what time it is right now? Is like Cobalt hour 2 or 3. So let's see, let's calculate this. So
We are right now. We
Cobalt
are
we're starting
Cobalt
right
H2.
in 15 minutes. Yeah. So in 15 minutes from now, Romeo, will be the next session that we really are working on finalizing everything. And then on Saturday, it'll be 3 hours before now. We'll be doing that. So those are the two next times that you can jump on Jitsi. You can communicate with us on Discord. Obviously, I'll be checking the Workana, but once you get on Discord, you can communicate with the whole team, which is much better.
Yes.
All right.
If
Any
you
other,
let me give, I'm sorry. If
Alex?
you let me give just one small advice, it might be confusing because it is just too much. It seems too much, but you can ask any question anytime you want, and you will get an answer for anything. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Romeo. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick wrap up and then go from there. So as far as our next steps, obviously we have all of our deadlines. We want to focus on the upfront pay stops primarily. So that's going to include the taxes and the recruitment budget. So let's just double check on all of our deadlines: upfront pay stop, recruitment budget, and taxes. So I would say that we just say, Lucy, Mamoon, Alex. I don't know if you're interested in working on this, Romeo. If you guys get the recruitment budget done, you might need the link. Ask for links to results from the elections and the evaluations. If you need those, let me know. Otherwise, I think we're just ready to finalize the recruitment rankings and the budget. And then the taxes, I'm going to be focusing on getting the taxes finalized.
Yes, sir. So the election for the budget, where will it be held? Or it's a link or?
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale, 1, 2, 3, pause. Inhale together, 1, 2, 3, exhale, relax.
Okay, so on your topic 6, 93 through 98 has the evaluation form, which is what I just filled out and asked all the questions. So that relates to your evaluation and your rankings. And then the election form is the other one that you can vote on. Obviously, you don't know everybody, so you can skip anyone you don't want to vote on, but you're welcome to vote do evaluation for yourself and also do an election form. Totally up to you, but it's optional. So as far as like what you're required to do is you have to have your POP. So Romeo,
Yes.
like the one thing you got your interview done, that is done. So there's other things you have to have your POP finalized and verified. So that should be your number one top priority immediately today to get that in, ideally on Discord. If you can't get the Discord to work, communicate with me on Workana, and then we will get that verified. And then tomorrow, if it all looks good, you would be ranked and finalized in the budget with everyone else. Okay?
Yes, sir. So I should complete my pop and send it in the Discard group where everyone is.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And there's lots of other details in terms of going through the POP and all the other things. And you have like potentially dealing with all of the preemptive budget proposals, which will work out. But overall, as long as you get your POP and you get like the primary ticket, you're good to go. And then we'll deal with all the details later. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So let's go ahead and check out. I can go first. I will give this session a 7. I thought it was a good session. Really exciting to meet Romeo. We would love to work with you more if we can all get it all worked out. Thank you, Alex, for showing up, and Lucy. Mamoon, you're a little late, but it's always good to hear you. Yeah, I'll be working on the taxes. I think that's really needs to be my main focus for the next 24 hours. I will show up for the ACU session and Andromeda hour 2, which is about 3 hours before right now. I can be available to schedule if there is review tonight. So, or for Sonic, right?
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
And just so you know, Romeo, we use these terms for scheduling where we take the entire world and we break up the 24-hour schedule into 8 exact octants of 3 hours each. So each octant has a name. There's Andromeda, which is 3 hours before now. We're currently going in Cobalt, which is right now, Cobalt hour 2, and then Sonic comes after Cobalt. Hydra comes, there it is. Yeah. So these are all of our terms that we use. So New World, Hydra, Andromeda, Cobalt, Sonic. So right now it is currently Cobalt hour 2, just so you know where we are in this daily schedule. So anyway, so Andromeda hour 2 is I will be there tomorrow. I'm available to schedule if it is like a review or on taxes. Someone wants to work on taxes. And that is it for me. Who wants to check out next?
Me, I want to check out
Uh,
next. I'll also give the session a 7, and I find it every session I feel is very productive. It might not have the deliver finish, but I think we're making progress. I am learning a lot. I want to be working on recruitment. I want to finish recruitment. Um, and I can be available tomorrow. Maybe to coordinate on more work if we can, even on Suri H3. And well, I look forward into making more productive sessions.
I just remembered that tomorrow, instead of Cobalt Hour 2, we have Life Support Cobalt Hour 3. So for tomorrow, we might end up with, Andromeda Hour 2 would be ACU. And then maybe Cobalt Hour 1 could be recruitment finalization. And then Cobalt Hour 3 would be life support. This is the new moon session.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I'm just like, and I'm also available for Hydra, probably for like taxes and recruitment, right? Right?
Yep.
If someone wants to schedule for Hydra, just Lucy, this is what you're supposed to do. Go online, say who wants to schedule during Hydra tomorrow for taxes and recruitment. Okay.
Okay.
Take a break. Please stop. Write down whatever you were about to say and take a break for 6 minutes.
All right. So who would like to check out next?
Lucy.
Lucy, go for it.
Yeah, I'll give the session 7. Welcome to our new recruit, Romy. I know we have a lot to learn. As time goes by, you will catch up with us. We are all learners. I'm going to work on recruitment and any priority that I put down, I'm going to organize them and inform whoever want to join me to work on. I want to go and work on for night bills. I mean bills. Maybe I'll schedule on Hadra if Jay is available. Maybe I'll work on that. Anyone who is available, you can let me know either Zuri time or Hadra time. If your availability, just let me know. And also I'll work on keep on updating people on our upcoming deadline and past deadlines. And also I'll support on leadership. I know Jay and Alberto is working on that, but I can still support on coordinating that leadership worker coordination. I think it's about all reminding people who are scheduling. I think I don't know, Jay. I just want to ask a question. Since talking now, I maybe in future if we can propose, if someone you put like I'm going to do this, you should make sure you have done what you, if you place your name, said like for example I'm going to work on leadership coordination, you should do exactly what you indicate there. I'll try to do my follow up also, following up, helping on that, reminding people you said you're going to work on this. What happened? What changed? Yeah, I'm going to try my level best. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It can be very difficult in a global organization where everyone's all over the world to really follow up and get that to happen. But what we could do is maybe some type of deadline, like on the leadership processing, where we deadline, for example, every week we reset the assignments. So it's like every single week you need to state that you're going to do something and give updates and status reports so that it's not just like you just disappear and not doing it anymore. So I don't know. We'll have to figure out that, but I'll note that under the responsibility organizing for the leadership, which is like some sort of making sure people follow through with the work they said they were going to do.
Okay. Another question: am I still going to do reminders since people are not showing up? Have interest on
Yeah.
schedule?
I mean, I feel like for now it's just like kind of one at a time. And tomorrow, Hydra, if someone wants to schedule for like taxes or recruitment, that would be the priority for Hydra tomorrow. So we can schedule every single day Hydra, every single day Sonic, right? But no one schedule. We can schedule Fulcrum and Dynamic and Zuri all those times too, but no one's scheduling, right? So it's just up to people to schedule and do the work. Me and Alberto are very serious about potentially implementing the old world, Octant, and having someone step up to organize the old world. So we're definitely interested in you, Lucy, in your interest in potentially stepping up into the old world role, if that's something you want to do. So we can talk more about that later. But right now there's just no budget to really pay old world to do old world work. The budget is really focused on new world right now, but that could change in the future. I'm almost done.
Chilly, cold.
Yeah, I'll just reheat it up. Cool. All right. So let's. Any last questions, Lucy?
No.
Great. Okay. So let's go to Mamoon or Romiel.
Yes, sir. I give this session a 8. I'd like to thank everyone for the warm welcome. I feel welcome. I find this session very informational. I've learned a lot in the period I've been here. And I look forward to working with everyone to make the company better. And we could. That's all my motive is. So.
Cool. And then the other question is, what are you going to work on? What are you going to do after this?
The profile, sir. I'm gonna head straight to the profile and get it to you.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And then you should just make sure that we all follow up with the recruitment and the budget. And if you want to help with that, you're always welcome to. But that's our next priority step for tomorrow. All right. And then we'll be in touch on everything. Mamoon, are you here? Anything else, Romiel? Anything else you want to add? Very good.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm here.
Okay. If Romiel is done, then we go on to Mamoon.
No, sir. I was saying about tomorrow. You said the election for the budget and everything will be tomorrow.
Yeah, our goal is tomorrow to finalize the budget. That's our goal. Realistically, it's probably not going to happen until Saturday because we just all get busy. I mean, if we're on upfront pay stop for a day, it's not the end of the world. We're already on half pay stop, so it's like, what's the deal? But yeah, I mean, I think that the probability we don't get it done either tomorrow or Saturday is very low. And then, but next week We'll be following up on everything. The board, HR board's going to be voting on everything, as well as any finalized details for your, if there's any issues in regards to your preemptive budget changes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, but again, it's up to you how much you want to step up and get involved. You once you get your pop in and it's been verified, your involvement is complete. You don't have to do anything until you're officially approved in the budget. So we'll let you know. But if you want to get more involved, you are welcome. Okay,
Okay, sir.
awesome. Mahmoud, you want to check out?
Yeah. Uh, I'd give the session 6, and very good to see new people here. Welcome to all people, and I'll be working on half pay stop, deadlines, also some some payroll, budget check.
Awesome, we did it. Good work, everybody. I will talk to you all later.
Before that, Jay, I know you are going to sleep. Kindly, if later I want to work on ranking, send me the elections and evaluation.
Well, okay. Well,
It's in the NRT.
why don't we just
It's
do that right now? Because it's I was just kind of just waiting for you. A lot of the time, I'm just waiting for you guys to just do the work and ask for the links because I could already do all the work to a certain extent and just get it done much faster myself. But it's like that's not the point because the whole point is to do training and getting other people to do the work. So I'm back in the wrap up here. So the evaluation form is line 34. Under line 34, I'm putting the results. So this is the evaluation results. Okay. So then we have the election form. So and you have to, when you're doing the results, you have to actually, look at the timestamp and find when the most recent ones are done. And it's also good to notice that just overall, there might be a lot more evaluations that need to get done. It looks like Ate did a bunch of evaluations. I did a bunch of evaluations. That's about it. So you can maybe send out another reminder, Alex, for everyone. It's like the last chance to do evals.
Yep.
All right. So the other form that you said you needed is the elections form for, should be for the 111 degree east. So here's the 111 degree east elections round. So far, we only have 3 responses. So again, we need more people to vote. So if there are not enough responses and people aren't participating in voting, I'm going to be voting not to certify and go into next week and just no one's going to get paid. All right. So remind people to vote in the elections. Only 3 people have responded. Remind people to do evaluations. We only have like basically me and Tay doing evaluations. Okay.
Okay.
But either way, I can still get you the responses, link to sheet, create new spreadsheet. Did it work? View sheet, and then share and make it public. Anyone with the link can view. No. All right, so here is the link to the responses of the election form. So I don't know why the election responses, there's only 3 people who voted. Did you vote, Alex? Lucy?
No, I haven't bought it. I'm voting
Okay.
now.
Okay, good. Okay, I just wanted to make
Okay.
sure that it wasn't broken. All right, cool. All right, does that
Sir,
answer your question, Lucy?
sir.
Yes, Romeo.
Yes, sir. I was asking if I could vote.
Yes, you can vote in everything. You are already a fully empowered member. Under the details, if you go into the recruitment portal, under the other details,
Yes.
it goes through all membership rights and worker rights. So you are automatically a member. You automatically can vote on everything. You can vote on the budget. You can vote on your own evaluation. You can vote on the elections. And you can vote on any proposals that we have during our sessions.
Okay, sir. So sir, where do I go and vote for the election?
Okay,
No,
so
the budget, the budget.
okay, well, we haven't done the budget yet. So the budget will happen ideally either tomorrow or we would be looking at next week.
Oh,
Okay,
next week.
so and just so you know, there's two separate things happening here, right? So if we go back to the wrap up, there's two very, very different yet related processes. So we have what's called the recruitment rankings and final, basically, recruitment budget. So what that looks like is you have the list of positions. Whoever is ranked highest gets to choose their position first. So we're going to go to all the positions. We're going to see that the amount of money that it's going to cost based on the different people who might be involved. And then that'll basically be approved. So we're going to approve approval of the positions and the cost by the team. And then anyone who doesn't fit in that process will be removed from the budget. Then if there's agreement, if that and that if we get agreement, then we criteria to finish the recruitment round. But if we don't meet, if the team can't get agreement on who gets fired and who gets hired, then it's up to the HR board. And then none of us get paid until the HR board makes the final decision. And that we get a whole additional week. So you get one additional week for the HR board budget vote. So that'll be creating the final budget options and voting, and then sending out the HR board voting form. So this is a separate process, which you get an entire additional week for. And this is also will be voting on preemptive budget changes. So again, we can finish the actual recruitment budget very quickly as a team tomorrow if there's agreement on basically the cutoff of who gets hired, who gets fired, all of that. If there's not agreement, it could take a whole nother week to get the final vote for the HR board.
Okay, sir.
Awesome. But usually we get agreement. I mean, I'm not too, I mean, there could be even a couple options. Okay, we agree to option one and option two. Option two, slightly bigger budget. We can include a couple other people to get agreement on it. Very, very doable. So usually we'll get agreement, and that'll give us an additional week to finalize the budget vote. But whatever we get agreement on typically is the outcome. Like the HR board is mainly there for review and oversight as opposed to preventing the team to do what we want. But overall, we're always over budget, which is kind of the way these things work, especially when the work's not getting done. We just want to hire more people to try to find people who want to actually do the work. But yeah, any other last questions on any of the process or anything?
No, sir. That's it for me.
All right, I think we're done. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay.